Top of the evening to you, everyone. Welcome to this special interview session with the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor of Ondo State on special duties, Dr. Doyin Odebowale. It's nice to have you join me on this special interview
Thank you
session.
for having me.
Well, it's specifically on the happenings in Ondo State, and everywhere is awash with the story that the Ondo State House of Assembly. Some said it's a commencement of impeachment process. Some said it's a way of asking questions from the Deputy Governor of Ondo State, Lucky Ayedatiwa. We'd like to know what exactly is transpiring. What is the truth about this whole process?
Well, thank you. Well, you see, I think we should start by even examining our attitude to this democratic system, this political system that we all claim to be embracing. Should the House of Assembly not even sit at all? I think we should take it from there. So that after this, if they want to go to sleep, we should challenge them. We should send things to them. So this shouldn't surprise us. It happens elsewhere. Those we claim to be copying. If the House, a separate arm of government, decides to perform its function as stipulated by law, why should that, cause any? Listen, I don't want to believe that this is the commencement of its so-called impeachment thing against the deputy governor or any other person. But the House reserves the right to perform its own oversight functions over the executive arm and the judicial arm of government.
Section 188 of the Constitution,
Yes.
1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended,
Yes.
has empowered the House to do this. I do understand, but
Yes.
there are questions as to the timing of this query, as it were. Some are saying that yes, there are issues the deputy governor needs to explain to the House. The rumors arrived that there's an issue about the 300 million naira somewhere and so on and so forth. With this timing, does it not place a question mark on the entire process?
No. Let us get the facts. When you talk about the timing and rumors and 300 million naira, is it a fact now that the allegation against the deputy governor concerns the purchase or the intended purchase, the approval given for the purchase of an SUV bulletproof 300 million naira from the palliative money released? Is it a fact? By fact, I mean, is it contained in the allegation to which the deputy governor is expected to respond to? If the answer is yes, then it's not a rumor. If the House sat yesterday, that is a fact, verifiable. If the Speaker pronounced or directed the clerk of the House to write the office of the deputy governor, to ask the deputy governor, not the office now, the deputy governor to explain, that is no longer a rumor. It is in the news. So I think we should begin to look beyond the rumor, the realm of rumor now, because it is now a fact that the deputy governor has been asked to explain.
Why did the House of Assembly wait till the arrival and resumption of the governor,
No, they didn't wait. From the little I know, that act occurred on the 23rd of August. 23rd of August, still less than a month. The House will only know, the House went round. Members of the House, the committees, went round all the ministries and agencies just about a week or two ago.
Okay.
If you have been following the
oversight
functions. Yeah. Then when this palliative thing came, when the committee was empaneled, members of the House were attached, to specific subcommittees, local government by local government. Then they are representatives of their own people. They must know. They must know because they are going to be asked. You saw what happened to one commissioner whose head was broken because of rice. So people are getting restive. It is they, they also must protect themselves, because the way the people look at them is not good, and they won't just sit down and now carry on the burden of somebody else. Where is it done? Is it a fact? So it's not true that they waited for the governor to come to return. No. And any allegation of crime is not statute bad. It's not statute bad. Even when we leave after the expiration of the tenure of Aketi, and the next government discovers this, they will ask. Alhaji Alianu Olanusi was impeached before the court, queried the proceedings. Was impeached because it was allegedly given grant to attend the conference. He did not attend the conference, and he pocketed the money. That was what the former government, the immediate past government, used to impeach him. And in the wisdom of the House, that was gross misconduct. This is what people do routinely. You claim money. Some even claim to be abroad on study leave when they are not in any school.
So in the wisdom of the House in this case,
yes.
The issue of 300 million naira from palliative fund constitutes gross misconduct.
In fact, it's a criminal act. It's a criminal act. It is. It depicts irresponsibility. Yeah, it is. Especially considering the fact that the same deputy governor received just 2 new vehicles less than a month ago. That's within the month of August. He received a brand new Prado SUV and another Hilux.
Prior to the August 23.
Prior to his approval of a bulletproof SUV for himself. People should learn to, within a short while that you acted, assuming you are the substantive governor, so what will you approve for yourself? You just take out of 2 billion naira, you take 300 million naira for one vehicle. Assuming you are now the substantive governor, you would have approved 3 vehicles for yourself. The ones purchased by the state, you still have about 5 or 6. You are yet to receive the boss approved for your office by the governor before he traveled. So what are you doing exactly in that office? Because you are meant to work according to the directive of the governor. It is what the governor asks you to do that you must do. So what are you doing? Attending wedding parties and funeral ceremonies with all of this? Are we in a state of bulletproof?
Many commentators are fingering the hands of Governor Dorothy Makeredolu in the entire process, saying that this can never just be ordinary, but with the influence of Governor Dorothy Makeredolu.
I thought they said...
Is he not aware of this so-called impeachment process?
Wait, forget about whether he's aware or not. I thought they said he was incapacitated. The act writers that all of them have been hiring. I thought they said he could not see, could not hear his hand. So why can't they just leave him alone? Was he the one who asked him to approve 300 million naira?
Is he aware of this process?
He must have heard, as you heard. He's not the Speaker of the House. He's not a member of the House. No member of his family is. I got to the assembly gate for the first time in 6.5 years yesterday.
What did you go to do there? You're not a member of that house.
No, I'm the SSA on special duties and strategy.
So you went there for a special
Yes,
duty?
I was told specifically that some people were mobilized to go there to, to attack members of the house. So we informed the police to keep the peace. And we were there.
Why would they want to attack members of the house?
That
won't be the first time.
Only they can explain.
That will not be the first time the house is sitting.
Only they can explain. You have been reading all the instances, all that us, for the simple reason that Aketi was sick and he was abroad. One guy even said that I will go down with Aketi. Yeah, he claims to be a medical doctor, Federal Medical Center. The next moment, that same guy was praising the deputy governor. And people talk about the Aketi sack, the media aides, those ones. He sacked his own aides, not the aides of deputy governor, because only the governor has the power to appoint anybody. They can be seconded, they can be asked to work with any office. But only the governor, statutorily, only the governor appoints. They were abusing the governor. They said the governor had died.
You mean the aides of the governor in the office of the
Those they recruited, all of them, including some members of ESCO, they recruited people to be doing that. We were watching, we were enjoying. Then some people also now accuse the deputy governor of beating his wife. These so-called aides, immediately when they were abusing Aketi, nothing came from them. In fact, they were busy sharing this negative post against the governor. But the moment they abused the deputy governor as a wife beater, they all came, all of them in unison. How else will you determine that it was the deputy governor and others who were sponsoring them? How else?
So it goes without saying
Yes.
that the relationship between the governor and his deputy went sour, and all of these things are responsible. And then here we are, an impeachment process initiated.
See, that is simplistic. That is simplistic. I'm not the governor. I don't know whether their relationship has gone sour. Aketi came back now. I've seen him twice since he returned. He has not told me that that he does not talk to the deputy governor. He has not told me that that anybody should be impeached. He has not told me, and I will not tell lies against myself. And that does not mean that I will not be happy if anybody is impeached or if anybody. No, that's not. I will be happy if you don't wish me well. I don't wish you well. It's as simple as that. So let me just say this. Let me say it. So I won't run away from a good fight. I don't wish my enemies well. I want them to fall. I want them to be destroyed. That is Doyin Odebowale, but that is not Aketi. But I'm saying that we should treat facts as objectively as we can. What are the facts on ground? The House sat yesterday. Whether Aketi commanded them to sit or not, only they can explain. What did they come up with? That the deputy governor of your state approved for himself the purchase of an SUV, real market value 200 million, but politics value 300 million for himself out of the palliative money released. You are a journalist. You should find out.
2 billion approved for each state.
2 billion, remove 300 million, so now 1.7. So you should ask questions. Did he sign it or was his signature forged as they alleged that we were signing for Aketi when he was in Germany? We signed for Aketi and they were receiving their grants and salaries. They didn't reject. And people that Aketi appointed as members of cabinet and others were holding meetings. Some are choosing the office of deputy governor. Some are choosing the office of SSG. They are quarreling among themselves. Was Aketi responsible for that? Abi, who does not fall sick? I think you journalists should also be proactive. You should be asking them whether it is right for a man who was sick, who did not have any problem with you. Are they planning to become another KBAC? Is the governor's office, is it not time bound? As in time, it has statutorily. The governor is not KBAC now. Pata 8 years and you go back to your house. You cannot do beyond 8 years. So why don't you wait for him to die, even if he must die? Who will not die? Why must you think that unless he dies, you will not be governor? And you were acting it, all of you, you were acting it.
So as it stands now,
doing permutation.
Dr. Odebowale, as it stands now, is it not safe to say that from your explanation, we cannot but say there is an interplay of politics and governance in the so-called impeachment process? Because you're not comfortable calling it impeachment process.
Of course, they have just commenced it. And of course, that impeachment process can just be stopped in its tracks if they don't follow the law. Like I said, the principles laid down by the Supreme Court is in Inokojo and Adeleke. That's the locus classicus. Yeah. You must follow the procedure. Once you skip one line, you are just wasting your time. But if it is, even if the fact is true, but you miss the process, you are just wasting your time. You are just wasting your time. That is the rule of law, so there's nothing anybody can do about it. If all the members of the house, assuming they are all corrupt, they have been bribed according to people to impeach and the deputy governor did not commit any offense, who will impeach him? Who will?
Don't the people also have the right to think that the members of the House of Assembly might have been influenced to do this? Especially I take it again that considering the timing of this action.
Which timing? Okay, if they assuming that now
this is September the 20th.
They came upon the fact of this recklessness. Are you saying that they should have waited till next year when Lucky Aiyedatiwa will be contesting with other members of the ESCO who have been busy disturbing all of us with their ambitions? All of them, they want to contest, even those who are not known at home, those who don't go home, those who are not known anywhere. Just sitting at Akure, they want to be governor, they want to be everything. It is within their legitimate right. Now, if Aketi had waited for, maybe till mid next year, the real election will take place in October next year. But early next year, you have the party primaries. They will have said that he was doing this for, so when is the right time to do what is right? When is the right time to do what is right? So why do you want to misbehave? If I hate you, it is legitimate. You hate me, I hate you. I don't have to like you. You don't have to like me. You hate my gods, I hate your gods. And why don't we play by the rules? Why don't we play by the rules? If you acted within 3 months and you are approving this, approving that for yourself alone, what does that say about you? What does it say about you? All this fight about power, transmit power, treasury. So this is what it comes down to. That's why you wish your fellow human being dead.
What does this really portend for the people of Ondo State? For instance, democracy, you agree with me, is supposed to serve the interests of the people. But what we are having now, especially in this case, is just a case of politics, if you agree with me. So how does this benefit the people?
No, it's not just a case of politics. If the members of the House of Assembly are performing their duty as the representatives of the people, and they are asking is a particular question that, look, is a fund released for a purpose, a specific purpose, that is to cushion the effect, the debilitating effect of this sudden removal of fuel subsidy and what have you on the people. And by the people, we should also categorize them as the vulnerable in the society. And 2 billion was released. 2 billion naira. And out of 2 billion, one individual, one person approved the purchase of a vehicle for himself for 300 million naira.
Assuming he did not breach his principle while this whole thing lasted.
Let his principle also say so, then of course he's culpable. Then he should be joined. He's not immune from trial. Section 188 of the 1999 Constitution as amended is about the office of the governor and the deputy. So if it is established that the governor also knew about it, he stands damned. He stands damned. It's not about an individual, please. He stands damned. And if the governor approves that, then that is also reckless. It's reckless. Any member of the government, any citizen of Ondo State who wants to act in a way that would suggest that the purpose for which this release was made will not be realized is an enemy of the state, regardless of where that person is coming from. Anybody. And all these things they say about members of the governor's family, send them to jail if they misbehave. The wife of the governor is not a public servant. She shares the bed with the governor. That is where it ends. She is not. If you are not a thief, you will not take instructions from her. If you are not expecting anything untoward, I have not given her one kobo. I won't give anybody anything. I work my ass off for this state. Nobody can make any demands of me. If you are not a thief, you will not pay. You will not do what is not right. All this cheap blackmail. Hey, anything, Babajide, hey, you are also a thief. If you can establish that the house cannot summon them, but the house can ask the police to arrest them.
Now, many people would be asking, why going through this process that many also believe we gob a lot of money?
Process gob money?
Very well, because in politics, you agree with me that lobbying also takes place.
No, you are also accepting the.
I am asking you.
You are accepting the putrescence in the system.
I am asking you this.
Yes, yeah.
What will be the gain of the people in these
Oh, are you asking the members of the House?
I am asking you.
No. Wait, I am also saying, are you asking the members of the House of Assembly to leave the deputy governor?
What's my business?
No, it is your business.
You a question
no. Why would you want to ask me?
Because the people.
I pay tax in this state.
Very well.
I pay my tax. I feel concerned. I work for this state. I almost lost my life. So I want him impeached if he's found guilty. No apologies at all. I want him impeached.
If he's not found guilty,
he should be left alone. Eh? Yeah, it's as simple as that.
It's not a trip of vendetta, as it were.
Vendetta, okay. Look, I believe in vendetta. Maybe Aketi is the son of a pastor and all of this. I believe in vendetta. No apologies at all. I don't wish my enemies well. If you think that, I believe in vendetta. I don't wish any of my enemies well. But I'm saying that this one is too petty. It's too straightforward. You are led to have misbehaved, to have taken steps against your own people. Is it true? If it is true, resign honorably or be disgraced. It will be an insult if why would you do that to your own people? No, why would you do that? Look at during COVID, you saw how people were disgraced. Ordinary rice, people hoarding rice and gari and palm oil. You reduce yourself to the level of talaka. None of these people, they didn't join us to work for anything. Even what they were asked to go and give your own people, you diverted.
Dr. Doyin Odebowale, Senior Special Assistant to the Governor of Ondo State, Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, on special duties. Thank you so much for your time on this special interview session.
It's always my pleasure. I thank you too.
All right, well, thank you so much, everyone, for being part of it. Do enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.